Hey guys, welcome back to Conscious Conversations. I'm Dan Rules, and for those of you who don't know, I've created this channel because I've got a really cool group of friends. We talk about some really deep stuff on multi-dimensional levels. We talk a lot about psychotherapy and dynamics that play out. My partner is a psychotherapist, so yeah, we're always having really deep conversations, and it's the power of bringing certain dynamics and certain things into light can be really, really healing. So we thought that we'd like to start sharing some of this stuff with you. So today I'm going to be talking about the hero dynamic. These dynamics that we talk about play out subconsciously in our lives, in relationships, at work, lots of different ways. But I'm kind of directing this video today towards myself, because this has played out for me in my relationships, and I've recognised it and working with it, and it doesn't really play out anymore. so why do we feel the need to fall into or play the role of the hero? Why do we abandon all of our needs, and why do we suffer so much to meet the needs of others? Is this a selfless act just because we're amazing characters, or is there an underlying dynamic playing out? Are we looking to try and get something out of ourselves? Are we trying to get certain needs met? Is there a personal gain? The core belief has been planted into your subconscious through Hollywood, through the movies, through fairy tales. Basically, if the hero perseveres, if he's strong enough and he pushes through what otherwise might seem the complete impossible to become the saviour of the world or the saviour of the woman, then everybody's going to love him, and yay, everybody praises the hero. So subconsciously, we've been hypnotised. Everybody loves the hero. He selfishly abandons his own needs to save the day, and everybody loves him. Women want to be with him, kids want to be like him and they mimic him, wanting to become him. We all want to be the hero because our subconscious mind tells us that we're going to get loved, we're going to get praised, and we're just going to get the love and admiration that we've been so longing for. So we believe if we sacrifice ourselves, if we do what the hero does and battle through at all costs, give up self, then we will be loved. However, when we do sacrifice ourselves, whether it's being able to, fix everything, or just smashing into work to try and bring the bread and butter home every day, or standing up for justice and what we feel is right, being the honourable guy, meeting the needs of people of whom we yearn the affection and the connection with. What we are really trying to do is get our own needs of love and connection met. Normally in the beginning of a new relationship, we probably get this when we're impressing our new partner with our selfless acts and our superhero skills, making them believe that we can meet their every need. And we do receive the praise and the recognition that we're looking for. But that's just the beginning, because this dynamic isn't sustainable. After a while, the praise dies down, we stop feeling recognised, and we start to feel really wounded. We feel like we're giving everything and getting nothing in return. Does that sound familiar? So this is not a new wound, and it's being created by this dynamic, and we pull this dynamic into our lives, but you'll find that you do start to blame the person which is activating the wound, because you're blaming them for the way that you're feeling. But this is an old wound, it's already there. They're just being pulled into our pattern because it's a core belief, and we are manifestors. So we manifest this dynamic, and it always finds a way to play out. And it's because we didn't get our needs met when we were younger, when we were growing up. our family systems, society, these ancestral patterns that are transferred. The unlovable self is transferred from generation to generation. So we feel completely unlovable, and we reinforce this by these patterns that play out in our lives. But good news is, when you start to see these patterns, we can start to change it. But until we do, we're setting ourselves up subconsciously. When the praise and recognition slow down, we start to feel cheated and betrayed. And this is a mirror of how the other person in the relationship feels as well. Because we've got these underlying expectations. When we meet that person, to begin with, they think, oh wow, this guy's here, or this woman, or whoever, or whatever, who can meet all my needs, and yeah, to begin with, that's amazing. But then it activates their self-worth issues, and they start feeling unworthy. But also, you can't praise somebody and like keep up that level of praise and recognition towards the other person. So when it dies down a little bit, and our hidden expectations are activated, they subconsciously feel these expectations. They know that they're there. So they're feeling that they're doing something wrong, and whatever they do or show you isn't enough as well. So we start mirroring each other, and in the relationship we both start to feel cheated and betrayed. And so it's activated this old wound of I'm unlovable for both of us. It's not really the love that we yearn. It is love that we do learn, and we yearn, and we do really want to be loved. But we look to them, or we look to each other to meet needs which aren't from the present. They're wounds that were created in the past, and we can't meet each other's needs in this way. So we need to change the dynamic, and instead of looking towards them, we need to take responsibility for the emotion ourselves. This can be really, really tough, and it can activate, it's standing in your vulnerability, so we have to walk towards the fear instead of going away from it and transferring it. So we need to be present with ourselves, and this is where the healing kind of starts. And it's not as hard as we think, but yeah, we do need to step into the shame, and you'll notice that things start to change in your life. Anxiety dies down. We stop being in a constant state of trigger or fight and flight. Things just start easing off. There's some really big shifts, which be really good talking about in the next videos that are coming up. Okay, so thanks for staying tuned today, guys, and watching this video. And we've got some really cool stuff coming up. Got some amazing interviews with some really cool people, including people living off grid, astrologers. There's some really cool stuff coming up, and we're going to be talking a lot more about self-compassion, and how we can start to be present and get our own needs met. I also might do some meditations and put these on the channel as well. So stay tuned, guys. Thanks for watching this, and don't forget, hit like and subscribe, and please share it as much as you can. See you again soon. Cheers. Bye bye.